I would want to tackle this issue of this treacherous bastard called Raila Amolo Odinga. Like, that guy has no shame whatsoever. We are supposed to be looking at our elders for advice, for direction, but slowly it's emerging that age is no longer a measure of wisdom, because you are ready to sacrifice all the ideals, all the principles, all the values that you've been purporting to stand for. But there was this one time I went to the the Jaramogi Odinga Center in Upper Hill, and he gave us a speech. And you will notice when he's giving his speeches, he starts from 1982, and then they end at 1995, and then he says he went, I don't know where, he was in exile or he was in hiding, and then these people told him to hide, but he conveniently sleeps and forgets to tell us or omits the fact that from 1997, he is the one who extended the Moi regime, part of him and the other MPs who came up with this so-called IPPG, so and whatnot. And he came now in the Kibaki era, and then he came to the Uhuru era. His treachery and his betrayal is well documented, is in the public domain. So to see him embarking on the same garbage that he's been doing year in, year out, to see him now saying, he released a statement today saying, oh, I don't know, the doctors must be dealt with, I don't know what, all these issues must be dealt with. Who asked him? Who does he think that they're going to be dealt with because he spoke about them? This is the entitlement with a certain political class that we want to eradicate, because when they are talking about dialogue is amongst themselves, and we are saying that we are tired of your nonsense. Raila Odinga has pissed on his credentials, his imaginary credentials. I hear he's a conman, but I think he's worse. I think this guy is the problems of Kenya today are intertwined with Raila Odinga, and to see him shamelessly, even fronting names to be part of the cabinet. I'm happy, because when we started this movement, we were only about Ruto must go, but now we have gotten Raila Odinga as a bonus package. So is buy one, get one free is a bogoff, because this Raila clown, this Raila character has been behind our misery, and now is an opportunity to hit a reboot, so that in the next political dispensation, because we have seen Joe Biden, we had said Joe Biden is a one-time president. You can see his senility even drove him to Ruto. So if we are saying that Joe Biden has gone, if we are saying that Nicolas Sarkozy, not Sarkozy, this French president Macron has gone, if we are saying that Rishi Sunak has gone, then clearly there is no international support for William Ruto. If we are hearing, if the rumors are true that the donors have suspended funding from Kenya, if it is true that businessmen are not paying their taxes, then in a few weeks, Ruto will not have money even to pay the very policemen who are brutalizing us. So we are ending, the end game is clear. We are going, we are getting into something called a scorched earth policy, that's or strategy, where now the government will not have funds to continue propagating their heinous and outrageous and demonic agenda. So since we have seen that end, we should start preparing early, because it is inevitable. Ruto is going. It's just a matter of when. But it's not an if. It's when he leaves. And from my own predictions, and I'm rarely wrong, Ruto cannot get to 2027. He will definitely not get there. Look at him today. Even when he's given an opportunity on a silver platter to rise to the occasion, to tower above his petty and parochial interests, the guy just opens his mouth and says the dumbest shit that can come out of a human being. You wonder what's wrong with this guy. He's just intentionally, deliberately provoking us. And now when people now decide he has triggered, I've had the PS here talking of higher education, and she's talking in a very motherly tone, and she's saying, oh, I'm a mother, you're sympathizing with who? Shut the fuck up, man. Stop trying to insult our collective intelligence over here, trying to say you're sympathizing with who? You are increasing university students' fees, you're reducing help allocations, you've been planted there just to fulfill an agenda, and that agenda comes with disenfranchising young people, so that you alone can be there on top, reaping from what you've not sown. And we are saying we are tired because of this collective bullshit. You're coming here and your motherly tone, and then with your scripted speeches here, you're trying to doing as though come to 10th is that. It's just fuck. Shut the fuck up, man. Man, Emirates shouldn't be hosting some of these GOK clowns over here, man. I know we want to make it as a free speech. I don't know, citizens assembly, but some things, man. These guys are insulting our intelligence. These guys just want to aggravate us with our taxes. And so we are saying, when we are taking the next step that we are taking in this movement, it could be non-violent. Everyone seems to think that protest is the only strategy, is the only plan, is the only option that people have. No, there are so many other strategies of non-violent protest, and we are going to utilize all of them, because we are saying that we have given these guys time to just say something, to just give us a hint, to just say, you know what, we are going to overhaul the cabinet. And then they bring back the same losers, the same wankers, the same idiots who have been oppressing us, the same guys who should be in the International Criminal Court are brought back because he's showing us, like Mutadu, he's showing us that the middle finger, like Mutadu, nyinyi ni nani? And so I'm saying, I am worked up. I'm wondering why everyone else is not worked up. I'm wondering why are you guys just moonlighting like this? If we decide as young people that we are going to do X, Y, and Z, and give me 1 minute, I clear. I know normally when I hear your voice is that's the time, whatever, that's the bell. So we are saying as young people, if amongst us we have people who are masquerading as they are neutral, and then they are fronting the government's agenda, then we should call them out. And calling them out is not a sign of disunity. It is a sign of transparency and accountability. The same accountability that we demand or we aspire for our country, we should be implementing it, so that we cannot replace one crop of despots with the other. Thank you very much, Amerix, for hosting me.